What's up, YouTube, and welcome to another lit reaction video, baby. But we about to react to the full story of Joseph Bowman, because we now know his son, John Bowman, or something like that, is going to be in Black Ops Cold War, I think. This is Ink Slasher's video. He makes amazing full story videos. And if you want to check it out, the original link will be in the description. And yeah, go give him a subscription, please. Alright, let's get into it.
Over the past week, we have got some interesting information about Black Ops Cold War. Specifically with the Pawn Takes Pawn reveal, we found out that the person running this whole thing is none other than a man named William Bowman, the son of someone named Joseph Bowman, who is of course one of the main characters in Black Ops 1.
My name is William Bowman.
William Bowman, there we go.
Joseph Bowman was my father.
Now, oddly, this is one of the characters that I've never dove into. As you guys know, on this channel, I like to dive into characters' backstories. We've done characters like Frank Woods, Alex Mason, Captain Price, things along those lines. But the character Joseph Bowman...
If y'all want me to check out the other full stories of them, let me know. I probably am anyway. I've already watched them, but yeah, I'll rewatch them for y'all.
Is one we have never dove into. And with the recent information of his son and wife being a part of the Black Ops universe, I thought it would be a good idea to go in, dive into his full backstory, and talk about how his son's story ties all together going into Cold War. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the full story of Joseph Bowman.
You look like hammered shit, Mason. Never do that to you. Good.
Upgrade to watch videos ad-free,
hit me with
offline,
ads
and in the
quick.
background. Start a free trial of YouTube Premium today. This is Root.
And
We're saving good drivers hundreds on car insurance. Download the app today.
See you, Alex.
As far as Bowman's early life goes, he was born on November 10th, 1940 in Atlanta, Georgia. His father was a World War II veteran, and seemingly I tried to look through Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3 and didn't see any characters with the last name Bowman, so I don't think there was any tie-in to any of those games. But as far as the influence that his father had, Joseph Bowman joined the Navy at the young age of 17. He specialized in underwater demolition, and that is basically all we know about his early life. Now, I absolutely have to say that in Black Ops 1, Bowman was voiced by Ice Cube. Now, there's nothing else to that, but I would say that since we know his son is William Bowman, it would have been pretty cool to get Ice Cube's son to voice him, but I don't think they did that. Now, sometime between 1957, when Bowman joined the Navy, and 1961 is where Joseph Bowman joined the CIA, and this is where the events of Black Ops 1 begin. So our story with Bowman begins on April 17th, 1961, and this is in a mission called Operation 40, the mission where Woods, Mason, and Bowman are sent to assassinate Fidel Castro. The game begins with the three of them in a bar speaking to Carlos about the assassination attempt on Fidel Castro, when the police storm the bar and the three narrowly escape. The next time we see them, they are literally ziplining into Fidel Castro's compound and manage to infiltrate his facility and pull off the assassination. Little do they know, they actually assassinate a Fidel Castro doppelganger. After this, the three of them struggle to escape when they get to an airstrip. At this time, the three of them get into an airplane but are struggling to escape because of the enemy forces. Mason decides to risk his life, get out of the plane and onto a weapon and shoot at some enemy forces. This gives Bowman and Woods the amount of time they need to successfully escape on the airplane. At this time, Mason gets taken captive and dragged off to Vorkuta. Now, at this time, Woods and Bowman go off and I guess do their own thing while Mason is held captive. We don't hear more until November 17th, 1963. This is the mission called Executive Order, where Alex Mason, Woods, and Bowman go to a Russian launch facility in the USSR. Their mission here is twofold. First of all, get information and try to capture Kravchenko, and to stop the launch of a Russian missile. The other part of this is to save their fellow agent, Grigory Weaver, who we also know is going to be in Black Ops Cold War. Now, we do know that Bowman is in this mission, but you don't see very much of him. He's off doing his own thing with Brooks, where Mason and Woods are kind of off doing their own thing. Now, after this with Bowman, we have a big blank space where he's not working with Mason anymore. He's kind of off doing his own kind of thing for 5 years until the year 1968. At this time, at the end of a mission called SOG, Bowman is sent in to meet with Hudson, Mason, and Woods in Vietnam. At the end of the mission called SOG, we can see Bowman meeting up with his crew.
You look like hammered shit, Mason.
Damn would do that to you.
Good to see you, Alex.
Jason Hudson, CIA. We're here to talk about your encounter with Russians in Laos.
The next time we see the Studies and Observation Group in Vietnam is in the mission Clean and Sweep. In this, they are sent into the Viet Cong during the Laos incursion. At this time, Bowman rode shotgun on Mason's boat, shooting the Grim Reaper to destroy numerous different enemies. Now, eventually, the team comes across a downed Russian airplane, and they go inside to inspect it because they're wondering why a downed Russian plane is in the middle of the Vietnam. So once they go to inspect it, they find out many things, but then get attacked by Spetsnaz soldiers. At this time, they are all captured by the Russians.
Dragovich. Kravchenko. It's been too long, Mason. We must make up for lost time.
From here, Woods, Mason, and Bowman are all taken captive, and this leads us to Joseph Bowman's penultimate scene.
All I could hear was Bowman sobbing. He'd given up. You could fucking blame him. Bowman!
Tired. I just want to end
You
this.
don't mean that, Bowman!
Fuck you, Charlie.
Bowman, don't! You dead American!
Последний шанс. Играй или умирай.
You don't scare me. Communist piece of shit.
Bowman! Bowman! You fucking son of a bitch!
So because Bowman wouldn't give in to the Russian interrogation, he is killed in the scene as you're seeing here. A sad end to a brave soldier. But his story doesn't end there, and as we find out, his story may somewhat continue in Black Ops Cold War with his family. So in the past week, we found out quite a bit about Bowman's family backstory, which is kind of interesting for a Call of Duty game, as we don't normally get to do that much, other than really Alex Mason's son, David Mason, in Black Ops 2. So the main thing that we found out is that the person running the Pawn Takes Pawn website and doing all this hacking stuff is Joseph Bowman's son, William Bowman.
My name is William Bowman. Bowman was my father.
Now this is huge for the Black Ops Cold War story, but after I saw it, all I could think of was The Princess Bride.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Looking for someone new to talk to? Connect with a stranger on Spoon. Chat and live stream using your voice.
To die.
But essentially that was the big reveal over the past week. Now, throughout this we found out several different things. Eventually, William Bowman ends up taking someone named Bruce Harris hostage and finds out a little bit more about his family. And by the end of the Bruce Harris interrogation, Harris ends up giving him a duffel bag that belonged to his father. So the next day we got to see everything that was inside of that duffel bag that Harris gave William Bowman, and basically it all revolved around Joseph Bowman's family. First of all, off to the right here we have a note written to Joseph Bowman from his fiancée, Angie, or Angela. As you can see in the middle, we have a picture of his fiancée with his grandmother, and a note of William Bowman talking about it. But the most important thing is a tape, as you can see right here. And when we listen to the tape, we get quite the surprise.
Surprise! What's up, baby? Bet you didn't think you'd be hearing my voice today, did you? Well, the last time you were on leave and Alex came over, I told him how I wish I could at least call you from time to time so you could hear my voice. Next thing I know, that man pulled some strings, and we got this tape player for you.
So the first thing that we hear there is that last time Bowman was on leave, Alex Mason, I guess, came over and hung out with Bowman and his family.
Oh, Joe, I wanted to tell you in person, but you never know when you're coming home, and I just can't hold it anymore. I'm pregnant, sweetheart.
Now, because of one of the earlier tapes on pawntakespawn.com/TV, we can actually get a pretty good idea of Bowman's timeline of his life when his son was born, and on top of that, when he died and how old his son was when he died. So, to start this out, we actually have to watch a tape earlier in Pawn Takes Pawn and listen very closely.
My mom had to work 2 jobs to make ends meet. That meant I was home by myself and watched a lot of TV. But somehow she scraped up enough money to buy that first-gen console for my 13th birthday. Kaboom, Tower Command. Ready to make a list.
So there are 2 possible timelines here. First of all, we know the events of Black Ops Cold War take place between like 1981 and 1984 during the Cold War. Now, the games that he just described, for example, Chopper Command, generally speaking came out in 1982, and in that cutscene he said he got his console for his 13th birthday. So I'm assuming that he's not 13 at the time of this cutscene, or he'd be the largest 13-year-old ever.
God.
However, though, the Atari 2600 came out in the year 1977, and assuming that Angela Bowman bought William Bowman the Atari 2600 at release, that means he was 13 in the year 1977. And that also means he was born in the year 1964. So the full timeline of what we know of Bowman is this. In 1961, he went on Operation 40 with Woods and Mason in Cuba to assassinate Fidel Castro. After this, once Mason was captured, he was sent home for the next 2 years, between 1961 and 1963. Assumably in this time, he got engaged to Angela Bowman, and on top of that, he knocked her up. At this time, he was then sent to the Russian missile launch in the mission Executive Order. At this time is when she sent her husband the tape saying that she was pregnant in the year 1963. Remember, the mission Executive Order took place in November 17th, 1963, so right at the end of 1963. Then in 1964, William Bowman was born, and essentially Joseph Bowman had 4 years with his son, because we know in the year 1968 he joined the SOG division of the CIA and started once again working with Mason and Woods just before his untimely death. So by the time that William Bowman was 4 years old is when his father was killed, and hence why he's so mad about the whole thing. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the full story of Joseph Bowman, but it's going to be interesting to see how his son plays into Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It's going to be interesting, kind of like how we saw David Mason in Black Ops 2 compared to Black Ops 1, and this was a surprise to me to see him in here, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the full story of Joseph Bowman, it's always appreciated if you hit that like button. Shows me you want to see more videos like this one. Also, let me know what you think of it down in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. It's the best way to stay up to date on all my videos, and we are getting so close to 1 million subscribers, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to be a part of that. But as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
Alright, guys. That was a good story analysis of my man, Joseph Bowman. I can't wait to see what his son William's going to do in the next game. Sad that his character got killed off like that. But, you know, you never know how you're going to die. And that's how my man Joseph Bowman died. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out!